Hi. So it's 7:20 on Monday, July 23rd, and I'm home from my afternoon date with God, and it was really cool. So I'm sharing this more so for me because I just want to put it out there. No, it's not for me. It's for you guys too, because just to show you, like, God talks to you when you ask him to. God spends time with you. He's like waiting to spend time with you. So today I took a drive out on the river road and I stopped at this beautiful little park. It's like a little just stop on the side of the road that has a gigantic bluff rock wall curtain thing. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's just beautiful. And every time I drive by it or ride bike by it, I'm like, oh, that's just a really cool place to like do something at. I don't know really what, because it's not much room to do anything. And you can't get too close to the rocks because the rocks fall and they could hit you in the head. So it's not like you could do much there. But anyway, so that's where I started at. And I stopped in to go in. There's a little like office space thing. So I stopped in there and just to go potty. And then I was going to go outside and talk to God. So I'm on my way back outside. And I'm walking down their little paved walkway, sidewalk thing from the office. And out of nowhere, my foot like hit gravel at the end of the walkway. It was sloped, I guess. But I lost my footing and I bit it. And I think it was a graceful fall. It could have been way worse than it was. But I hurt my knee. I banged my knee on the ground. And I don't do well with little hurts. I'm kind of a big baby. So I sat there for a little bit and I really wanted to throw up, but I didn't. So I sat there and nobody even knew that I fell. And so whatever, I ended up getting up. So I go over and I'm sitting on the bench at the foot of this ginormo bluff rock wall that's gorgeous. And so I didn't really know what today was going to be, what I was going to get or whatever, how he wanted to talk to me today, or if he wanted to talk to me. I don't know. I just knew I needed to hear from him. I needed to visit with him. So I kept getting these like little just impression phrases or words or whatever. And when I sat at the gigantic wall, what came to my spirit was, he is my rock and my fortress. So, I don't know all of the Bible verses by heart. So I Googled rock and fortress scripture, and it's Psalm 18:2. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer. My God is my rock in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. That's really cool. I liked that one. God is my strength. That was cool. So the Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer. My God is my rock in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. And then I had, you will not strike. I put in strike your knee on a rock, but it's really not strike your knee on a rock. But that's what I put in Google. And I got Luke 4:10-13. For it is written, he will command his angels concerning you to guard you carefully. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. Jesus answered, it is said, do not put the Lord your God to the test. When the devil had finished all this tempting, he left him until an opportune time. So when I read that one, yes, I slipped and fell. Yes, I hit my knee on a bunch of stone pebble things, and it hurt, and it's gross, and I think there's dirt in it still. But it could have been really bad. I could have like tumbled down this rocky road, but I didn't. I gracefully fell and banged my knee, and then I just sat there trying not to throw up. So it says they will lift you up in their hands so that your foot will not strike against a stone. Well, my foot didn't hit the stone I needed, but it could have been a lot worse. So that's what I took out of that, is that They're with me, and they uphold me, and they protect me. So I wrote, I slipped on loose gravel, and my fall could have been much worse and way messier. Reminder that my flesh is weak, but my Lord keeps me, protects me, guards me, lifts me. Then, I didn't take like side notes of these, but they were just, I'll probably know after I read it. The next verse I got, so I'll just read the verses and then I'll tell you what they are. Psalm, and like majority of my verses today were in Psalms. So it was like my Lord was singing to me, because the Psalms is books of songs and poetry and stuff. So he was singing to me today. So Psalm 121, 1 through 8, not 18. I lift my eyes. Oh, this one brought me to instant tears, because I was just like, Jesus, how do you do that? How do you do that? You just watched everything I just did. Okay, so, and he saw me. He knew where I was. So, I lift my eyes up to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither sleep nor slumber. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. So I was so in tears. I was like, Jesus, you see me right now. 3 points in there. So I lift my eyes up to the mountains. This gigantic mountain, I don't even know how many feet tall it is, but I lift my eyes up to this mountain, is really what it was. I know it's a bluff, but it was big enough to be a mountain. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of the heaven and earth. He will not let your foot slip. It was weird. It kind of slipped, but it kind of, I don't know what happened. It happened so fast. All I know is my butt was on the ground. Okay, he will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither sleep nor slumber. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. Where I was sitting at, I was on a bench, and I was underneath like this pergola thing, and I had a beam behind me to my right. And I chose to sit there because it was the shadiest spot in the whole place, because there wasn't a lot of shade. And it was the biggest piece of shade, and it was right to my right side. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. Interesting. It's like, Jesus, you see me. And the sun will not harm you by day. It didn't. I was shaded. Otherwise, I would have been cooked there in just like minutes, because the sun was so strong, and I'm kind of paley white, so I burn really fast. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all harm, except scraping my knee. But that wasn't a big deal. That's all I got. I'm good. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. Beautiful promises. Okay, next one was Psalm 119, 105 to the end. Your word is a light unto my path, a lamp for my feet. I have taken an oath and confirmed it, that I will follow your righteous laws. I have suffered much. Preserve my life, Lord, according to your word. Accept, Lord, the willing praise of my mouth, and teach me your laws. Though I constantly take my life in my hands, I will not forget your law. The wicked have set a snare for me, but I have not strayed from your precepts. Your statutes are my heritage forever. They are the joy of my heart. My heart is set on keeping your decrees to the very end. That was awesome. Psalm 31. All of it. My heart is not proud, Lord. My eyes are not haughty. I do not concern myself with great matters or things too wonderful for me. But I have calmed and quieted myself. I am like a weaned child with its mother. Like a weaned child, I am content. Israel, put your hope in the Lord, both now and forevermore. So that was really perfectly timed, because at this point, my brain was like not sitting still. I had tons and tons of just stupid, like, grinding thoughts. Like, I couldn't shut it off. So it was cool when he said, but I have calmed and quieted myself. I am like a weaned child with its mother. Like a weaned child, I am content. And when I read that, I seriously, I was asking God, I was like, help me calm down. Help me like focus. I don't want to be having all these thoughts. That's why I came out here today, was to shut off all these thoughts so I can just hear from you and talk to you. So help me do that. And when I asked, that was the verse he gave me. So, but I have calmed and quieted myself. When I read that, I did. I got calm for a minute. It was awesome. Okay. This one is Psalm 91, 4 through, ow, my knee just popped, that hurt. 9 through 16. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you say, "The Lord is my refuge," and you make the Most High your dwelling place, no harm will overtake you, no disaster will come near your tent, for he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread on the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because he loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. He will call on me, and I will answer him. I will deliver and honor him. With long life, I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. So this is 3 times. Let's see. 2. Wait, that's not it. Yes. No. That's the sun. Oh, yeah. 2. That was the mountain and the foot slip and the sun, the shade. So that's 2. And then the other one. He will command his angels concerning you to guard you carefully. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. That's 3 references today about the fall that I had. So my little slip and fall was obviously very significant. It had a lot of purpose behind it. Okay. I think that was my last one. Yeah, and then, so I took a break. I left there, and then I drove through this cute little town, Elsa, and just sat on a picnic table and listened to him about direction of what to do with my work, and I got some, and then went and sat by the water with him, and he gave me a little bit more direction, and then it was just time to relax and be with him, and then come home. So that's what I did. So just wanted to share that. It was a great day with the Lord. So I suggest that you take time out of your busy life, out of your busy schedule, to really go on a date with God. It's amazing how he will treat you and give you some beautiful words that you are mind blown by. I love him so much, and I'm so glad that he talks to me. I love it. Okay. Good night, guys.